This is Katie the Novel Stitcher. It is October 15th, and this is Flosstube number 4. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you'll like my Stitchy talk, and I'll have some bookish talk at the end of the video too if you'd like to stay on for that. I really appreciate you being here. If you're new, if you like the content that you see, please like and subscribe to the video. And also please comment. I love talking with everyone in the comments. I love hearing what you're stitching, seeing what you think of my stitching, ask any questions you want of me. Happy to answer anything, and I really love reading through the comments. It really makes my day when I get comments and I get to respond and interact with all of you, especially because I do not have any in real life stitchy friends. So I consider you all to be my stitching friends. And for those who are returning, and who are already subscribers, thank you so much for coming back, for spending more time with me. I got a lot of stitching to talk about. It was a really great 2 weeks, so let's dive in. Life updates, I don't think I have too much to share. A lot of stitching. My local needle workshop had a sidewalk sale last weekend. That was a lot of fun, so I'll talk a little bit about that later in the video. I have some giveaways, so I'm excited to do my first round of giveaways and kind of thank you all for being here with me and for watching. Mostly enjoying the fall weather. It's really gorgeous out this weekend. The leaves are starting to change here in Pennsylvania. The temperatures are cooling down, so it's a great time of year. Go Phillies and go Eagles. Sports teams are doing pretty well, so it's been fun watching the game and seeing all the excitement. My boyfriend and I are going for a hike with some friends tomorrow, so just kind of enjoying the fresh air and the nice weather. And then next week we have a wedding down in Delaware. A good friend of mine is getting married, so I'm super excited for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Maybe not a lot of stitching that weekend, but a lot of enjoying that, celebrating them and being with a lot of my friends will be really exciting. So let's dive in. My first thing is a fully finished object, and I mentioned this before. This is a birthday present for my aunt. Her birthday is in November. So this is But First Coffee by Zindagi Designs. I stitched this on a 16 count Aida using her called for DMC, and just finished this on this little decoration I got at Michael's. It had some pumpkins on it, just covered that up. The bow is not perfect, but I think it looks fine. It took me a while to figure out how to tie a bow. I had to watch a YouTube video and watched it more times than I'm willing to admit to figure out how to do the bow. I think it's because my hands are kind of small. It was hard to wrap the ribbon around my fingers and make it work, but I think it turned out really cute. I think this is just fabric I got in a bundle at Joann's. This is just fabric I got at Michael's that I thought matched nicely. And she has kind of this color Keurig in her kitchen. I have the same one. So this kind of matched the Keurig. So I thought that would work perfectly. So I'm excited to gift this to her in November for her birthday. It's fun stitching things for other people. That's kind of, I get joy out of that. And it's fun, sometimes you don't know what to get people for holidays or birthdays or whatever, and so to be able to make them something, I think is more special sometimes than just buying something in a store where you don't know if they're gonna like it or use it or anything like that. So that one was a lot of fun. And so my next one is just a fully finished one, and this is Two Pumpkins Bright by Hellow from Liz Matthews. Isn't this cute? I really love this. I texted this to my mom when I finished it, and she was like, I want that. You have to stitch that for me. So I told her next year because I'm not going to stitch it again right away, but I will stitch this for her next year. I was going to say or gift her this one, but I kind of want to keep it for myself. So I'll stitch it again so she can have it for next Halloween, because I wouldn't be able to get it to her before this Halloween anyway. So this is Two Pumpkins Bright from Hellow from Liz Matthews. I used all of her called for DMC. This is stitched on an 18 count white Aida, and I just really like it. I have a little black board that I'm gonna finish it on, and I think by next episode I'll probably have it fully finished. So that's so cute. Just get a closer look at that. I just love her details, and it was fun seeing this one come together. That was fun to stitch. So those are my finished ones. And then I have two starts. This is, if you watch my other videos, my first year stitching. I started stitching in the spring, started discovering Flosstube and really getting into it and learning about all the different designers and fabrics and floss and all the different terms and all the Flosstube stuff in the summer. So that's all my first like fall stitching, and I have yet to fully finish anything Christmas. So I'm starting to get into the Christmas stitching. Christmas is my favorite holiday, so I'm really excited. I love Christmas decorations and all the color and magic and whimsy of Christmas. So this one is my first time stitching on a dark fabric. Oh, and I don't have the pattern because it's digital. So this is what it's gonna look like. This is Ho 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 by Trellis and Thyme. And so this is a 28 count chalkboard black linen, and it's my first time stitching on a black, and I got a little bit of the Santa done. He's just using mostly the called for DMC. I only switched up some of the colors because I didn't have them, and I just wanted to use what I had in stash. So mostly the same colorways. I just picked, you know, slightly different shades based on what I had, and I just have a little bit of Santa done. The dark stitching it's a little hard, but it's not too hard. Like I'm doing all right with it. A little slow going. I have put a white pillowcase on my lap so that, you know, the white comes through to make it easier to see the holes. I have a light that I use. Definitely need to have a lot of light, and the white on your lap really helps. And so I think he's looking cute. It's fun to see how things stitch up on a darker fabric, and I think for ones with really bright colors, it's a lot of fun. So I don't know if I'll be stitching on dark all the time or do any really big pieces on dark. That might be a lot, but for now, I think it's pretty fun. So that's Ho Ho Ho. And then my next whip, you'll know I've talked about a few times, is Christmas Delivery. I think this pattern is so cute. I love that Santa. I love the colors. This is Cottage Garden Samplings. And so this one I am stitching on a 32 count vintage Stormy Night. And so not a ton on this one done, but pretty good amount considering it's only been 2 weeks. So this is Santa's bag. I'm part of the Christmas tree. Little deer is coming into view. So this, again, it's fun stitching. I like seeing stuff come together. So I haven't stitched something that's got more coverage where you could kind of start to see things pop as you stitch. So to see the little deer come and to see the little tie for the for Santa's bag and stuff come to life is a lot of fun. So I probably won't finish this for this Christmas. A lot of stitching yet to go, but I think it's going to be really cute, and I'll probably be working on this one quite a bit, especially in November. Once Halloween is over, then I kind of turn over into that. I'm almost ready for Christmas. Thanksgiving's great, but yeah, I definitely love Christmas. So I think that's coming along, and this is just called for DMC. So that one's cute. And then the next one is Fall is in the Air. Probably be my last, well, I can't promise anything, but I think it'll probably be my last fall stitching for this year. But this one was Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly, patterned by It's So Emma. The Stitch Quarterly comes with the fabric, the floss, a little needle minder, other little goodies. And I think that they said that this pattern will be available for anyone to buy at the end of this month. So if you like that one, you can get that from Fat Quarter Shop at the end of October. It's really cute. I love foxes, so I think he's really cute. And I made some good progress on this one. So I think last time I showed it, I had just a little bit of the tree done. And so I think I had like this part of the tree. So I did a lot down here. Still have a little bit more to go here. And then I did the fox. I did all of this in the last 2 weeks, which is a pretty, I think, decent amount. I'm not super fast at stitching because I am newer to it, and I think I'll get faster as I go, and I think I am getting a little bit faster. But last week on Friday, I went to a virtual women's conference. It was the Philadelphia Women's Conference. Really amazing event. So many wonderful speakers, just women empowering women and talking about, you know, different ways to navigate the workforce, you know, depending if it's working in a virtual environment where I work hybrid, I'm home some days and work other days, or, you know, ensuring that the tasks you're doing are related to your job and promotable and you're not being given extra work just because you're a woman or just because people, you know, think you'll get the job done even if it doesn't fall in line with your actual job responsibilities, all kinds of things. Really educational, but some of the sessions were more just listening. And so I did some stitching since I was home, and it was a virtual event. I did a little stitching while I listened in to that event on Friday. Malala Yousafzai was one of, I'm sorry if I pronounced her name wrong, but she was one of the speakers. She's a young woman from Pakistan who about a decade ago was advocating for education for women and girls, and she was actually shot by the Taliban. She survived and became an even stronger advocate for the cause and has done so much amazing work to fight for education for women and girls, not only in the Middle East, but throughout the world. And her talk was immensely inspiring and really a joy to be able to listen into her. So that was a fun event. I don't do stuff like that too often through work, but I'm hoping they'll have more kind of developmental opportunities like that. So that was fun. And I got a little stitching in. So that was a pretty good day. And then my last whip is Christmas delivery. This is another hello from Liz Matthews. Let's see if this makes a difference. But this one was another one from Hello from Liz Matthews. It has all the 12 days of Christmas. I think I'll probably just do this one because I liked this one the best. I'll put the pattern here, or the image here, because it's digital downloads. That's what it'll look like. And so I finished this tree, and then I did this tree. I finished the grass down here. I started the border and decided, black's not a lot of fun. I'm gonna go back up to the gold and did a little more of the hoop up here. So not a ton done on this, but a little bit. I think I'm gonna make this my project to work on tonight. So that's been a lot of fun to stitch. I like this one because it's Christmas-y, but it's also kind of just wintry. So I think I'm gonna definitely finish it this year. And I think I'm gonna frame it. I think she used maybe a gold or silver frame, so I'm probably gonna do something like that, something with a little shine, a little sparkle. And I might be able to leave it out just all through the winter because it's wintry and Christmassy. So I think it'll work for that. And I got this little holly needle minder at Fat Quarter Shop. I like that, that's pretty cute. And this is all her called for DMC. And then it is a 28 count white even weave. So yeah, I like even weaves. They stitch nice. So that's that one. So that's all I have for actual stitching, but I think that's pretty good. I have fully finished. I have 2 starts and 2 whips. Not bad, I don't think. The next thing we're gonna go to is some Flosstube recommendations. I love watching everyone else and their Flosstubes, and I definitely wanna be shouting people out who I enjoy. And so this week, the first one, I actually just watched her video this morning, is 911 Stitcher. That's Stacy. I really love the way Stacy finishes things. She does a lot of unique things, a lot of different patterns. This time she had a really teeny little stocking that she stitched, which was so cute. So definitely check Stacy out. She has some lovely finishes and some lovely patterns that she stitches up. And I think she even had a couple little tutorials on some different like ways to dye perforated paper and a couple other things. So check 911 Stitcher out. The other one I have is Sunshine Stitchers. I love the Sunshine Stitchers. This is EJ and Shelia. They're hilarious. They are so much fun to watch. Like whenever I see that they have a new video, I'm so excited to be able to spend some time with them because their banter is great. They always make me laugh and they stitch beautiful things. They kind of say in their videos that if you want finishes, maybe don't go to their videos because they have so many whips in rotation and they're working on so much that they don't always get to that finish line very quickly. But I love seeing the progress that they make and the variety of different designs that they stitch, and just to see their kind of friendship and their laughter is fun. So definitely check out the Sunshine Stitchers. And then the last one I'm going to recommend is Rebel Stitcher. That's Colleen. I really love Colleen's videos. She actually designed some of her own patterns. They're super nice. I really like her patterns. I have yet to stitch one, but I definitely will be picking up a couple of them soon. And then she just announced that there's going to be a stitch retreat in Philadelphia next fall. And I've never been to a stitching retreat. I'm pretty new to it, but I think I'm going to try to go because I live not too far outside of Philadelphia. So be really easy for me to go into the city and check that event out. So if you're interested in a stitching retreat in late October next year in Philadelphia, check out Rebel Stitcher. Colleen's I think her most recent video is the one where she talks about it, and she talks about it on Instagram too. So definitely check out Colleen. And then haul. So I have some pretty good haul. So my local needlework store is called the Strawberry Sampler. It's in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And I had seen them post this, like a month or two ago and was like, oh yeah, I'm going to this. They posted that they were going to have a sidewalk sale. And what they did is they asked anyone who had patterns or fabric or just any stitching related items and you didn't want it anymore and you wanted to make sure it went to a good home, that they were going to have a sidewalk sale and you could donate it to the store. So throughout the couple months they got donations in from people who just knew they were never going to get to the patterns, or maybe fell out of love with them, or it was a gift that they just never used, and they got all these donations. And then they had their sidewalk sale on Sunday. You got a big brown paper bag and you could fill it as much as you wanted. $10. It was pretty great. That's why I had some giveaways, because I picked up a few things for you all too. So I also did buy some fabric while I was there, and I don't have it with me right here. So I'm actually gonna grab that so you can see the fabric too, because I know I talked about fabric in my last video. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we'll start with the fabric. So the first one I got is 28 count barn wood. And these don't have like brands for the fabric dyers or designers or anything. But it's this nice brown color. It looks almost silver on screen, but it is a darker brown. I don't actually know what I'm going to stitch on this. I just thought a brown would be nice. It's a nice neutral, and I'm sure I will find something. So I got that. And then I like this color a lot, New Khaki. This is a 28 count linen, and it's just, yeah, it's showing pretty true there. I think it's a little bit darker, but it's just like a nice neutral khaki color. So I thought that was perfect. So I probably have a whole slew of patterns that would probably work with this one. So I got that. And then I got a 36 count pearl. So it's a nice gray. And this is really nice, soft fabric. So nice to add to my stash. I went into the store and I was like, I'm just gonna get the stuff from the sidewalk sale. No, I spent slightly more than the sidewalk sale, but it's good to have linen, to have some stash. And then, there might be some patterns that I picked up that'll work for that. So let me show you the patterns I got for myself, and then I will do giveaways. Yeah. So I didn't take any of these out, so I'm gonna try to reduce the glare where I can. But I got this one, Barbara Anna Designs, Oh Halloween Tree. Look how cute, the little owls, the witch down there, little pumpkins. So I thought that was really cute. I haven't stitched a Barbara Anna yet, and so that will be next Halloween. I will be stitching that one. And this one is from, I think I saw 2012. So that's really cute. So I got that one. This is all part of that $10, one bag, $10, you get everything. So I got a heart and hand, another fall one. This is acorns. I thought that was really sweet. Again, probably stitch this next year for fall. And then this is Designs by Charlotte. I thought this was super cute. This is apple sampler. So there's apple pie and applesauce and apple cobbler, and then a basket of apples at the bottom. So I thought that one was really sweet. And then I'm definitely going to do this sometime in the spring, I think, or maybe in the winter. Maybe I'll start it like in February, but this is Happiness is Heart Made, and it is pomegranate alphabet. And I haven't done a kind of sampler style like that. I thought that was really pretty. I liked the colors. I could switch them out. I might switch out the brown for something different, but I like the greens and the reds. I just thought that was really pretty. And that was done on a 16 count Aida, but I have some other fabrics that I could possibly do that one on. So, pomegranate alphabet. So that's cute. I don't know what year that's from. Oh, 2021. Some of these are older, some are newer. You know, it's whatever people donated that they wanted or didn't want. I got this one. It's a little dark, so it's a little hard to see. This is the drawn thread. This is summer. And so it's got some sunflowers, and the little quote says, "In a summer garden, when days are sweet and slow, I'll lay aside my cares to sit and watch the flowers grow." I love that. That'll be so fun to stitch this summer. That's cute. And then spring is here. I don't have many like spring patterns, so I liked these with the little bunnies. This is Scissor Tail Designs. And then it's got, I'm assuming, I haven't actually opened this. I'm assuming it's this pattern. And then she took, you know, the basket out and made a little basket, and the bunny out and made a little bunny, and then Happy Mother's Day. That's cute. I don't know if I'll stitch the Happy Mother's Day one. My mom would like this. I don't know if she would actually want one that says Happy Mother's Day, because you can only really put it out maybe on Mother's Day. I mean, every day is Mother's Day. Mothers are amazing, but she would probably really like this one. Or if I just did like just a little basket. So I might stitch something for her for Easter, but that's cute. And then the last one for me is a Plum Street sampler, A Sweeter Love. And so it's a man and a woman meeting between their houses. It says, "If I climbed the highest mountain or crossed all land and sea, I could never find a sweeter love than thou hast given me. Love bears all things." So I thought that was really pretty. I don't know when I'll get to stitching that, but that's so cute. So I haven't stitched a Plum Street sampler yet. Hopefully soon. So that is my haul. All those patterns, $10. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And there were obviously it was full house, and there were a lot of people there just combing through the boxes of patterns, and we were just chatting and showing each other what ones we were going to stitch. And they're just super, super sweet at that shop. So I hope they do it again sometime soon. If they do, I don't know if they'll do it super soon. They got to get people to give the donations, and it probably takes time to organize everything. But if they do it again in the next year or so, I'll make sure to let you all know. So giveaways. So the giveaway stuff is also patterns I just got as part of that sale. And so I just grabbed a couple that, you know, I might not personally wouldn't stitch, but thought were really cute and pretty, and that things that should go to a good home for others to stitch. So for the giveaway, what I am going to do is have you put a number in the comments. So the number 1, the digit, 2, 3, I think 4. I have 4 patterns to give away. So you can enter for all of them. You can put 1, 2, 3, 4, or just 1, whatever you want to do. And then please be over the age of 18, I think. I have to ask for your address to send these, so you have to be over the age of 18. If you're not, you can get a parent to submit for you, but want to make sure I'm on the up and up with this. And then in 2 weeks, my next video, which I think will be like the 29th, 30th, the last weekend of October, I'll probably film my next video, and that's when I will announce the winners. So get your comment with your number for the giveaway in before that Friday. I hope it's the 28th. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but that Friday, before midnight Eastern Standard Time, because I will look Saturday morning and you can do a random comment generator where it'll grab your comments and look for that number 1, number 2, whatever you put in, and pull it out to make it fair. So I'll be using that. It'll just randomly pick someone. So let's get to the giveaways. So number 1, digit 1. This is a dimensions kit, and this is called the Sorceress. Isn't she pretty? Look at her dress. I think that's so cool for Halloween. And this is a kit, so it's dimensions. It's a 1997 dimensions kit, and it's got the thread, It's got an ivory Aida. It says it has a needle, so I'm assuming it does have the needle in there, and then the chart. It does not look like it's been opened, so it should have everything. So if you want dimensions, the sorceress, put number 1 in your comment. Second one is from, this is number 2. This is Mojo Stitches, and this is Bushland Quaker. Look, this is so pretty. I almost kept this for myself. I almost did, and then I was like, you know what, I think someone would really love this. So I'm gonna give this one away, but I think this is just so pretty with those flowers. And she does have all the DMC conversion or Cottage garden threads or week dye work. She has a bunch of options. It's a 2020 design, and she used a 36 count week tee, but obviously you can use whatever fabric you want for that one. So that is number 2, Mojo Stitches. Really pretty. And then this one's funny. I thought, again, I say I picked patterns that maybe I wouldn't stitch. That's actually not true. I probably would stitch most of these. This one's a Bent Creek. So this one is Snowman. So it says Snowman, asterisk, some assembly acquired. So it's just the snowflakes, which, you know, some assembly acquired. Gotta wait till those snowflakes make mounds of snow to build your snowman. So that is number 3. Number 3 is the Bent Creek Snowman. That's really cute. Really nice. And then number 4, this is a biggie. So this is Mary Keeling, 1796. It is a Scarlet Letter sampler. And I think, yeah, it's an Adam and Eve sampler, which is probably not my style to stitch an Adam and Eve. But if I did stitch an Adam and Eve samplers, this one's pretty cool. Look at the deer, these flowers. I mean, I would get this just so I could stitch like little things with these pretty flowers on it. And so this is a 1999 Scarlet Letter. And this is number 4, right? Yes, this is number 4. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been open. It's stapled. It looks like it, you know, it's probably just the pattern, but that's really cute. So that's number 4. So those are my giveaways. So please enter. I'll be excited to send those off to you. I might put a couple little treats in the bag too when I send those off. So again, leave your comment by Friday, October 28th at midnight Eastern Standard Time, and I will randomly select and let you know next weekend, in 2 weeks when I film in 2 weeks. And like all the other Flosstubers, I'll just have you email me. My email is in the description. I'll put it on the screen in 2 weeks when I announce that, and you'll just need to email me your address and I will ship that off to you. So that is all the stitching things. So I think pretty good. Lots of haul, some whips and starts and finishes, and then some giveaways, which is exciting. So if you're here just for the stitching, that's all I have for now. I guess plans. I'm going to keep working on Christmas. I'm just going to keep working on my whips. I do have the one for my brother that I showed 2 weeks ago, and I have not picked that one up or made progress on that. So that will be kind of a focus because his birthday is in early November. So I gotta get that one done, y'all. And I'm gotta pick up the speed on that a little because I've been enjoying the Christmas stitching and stuff like that. But I'll finish that one up and I'll show that one once I gift it to him finished. And then I will work on some of the Christmas ones, and no guarantees that I might not decide to pick something else and start something in the next 2 weeks. But I think I will probably mainly try to focus on the whips that I have at this moment. And so if you like this video and you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, like, comment, you know, ask me questions, tell me what you're stitching, tell me what you're doing this fall. Are you doing anything fun, any hikes or fall-like activities? Would love to hear anything and everything you have to share about stitching. And then I'm gonna go into the books. So if you're not a big reader or not interested in the book content, feel free to hop on to the next Flosstube that you want to enjoy, and thank you for watching. So I said in my last video, I'm rereading Less by Andrew Sean Greer right now. How many pages am I? I'm 125 pages in, so about halfway, I think. And I'm enjoying it just as much on the second read. You forget a lot of the details. I read this years and years and years ago, so some of it's coming back to me, but some I don't remember, so it's fun revisiting it. I'm still chuckling. It's still funny. Maybe not for everyone, but I enjoy it, and I'm excited to read this one and finish this one and then read the sequel, Less is Lost. So, and quickly, he's an author. His ex-boyfriend is about to get married, and he doesn't want to be around for the wedding, even though he was invited. So he decides to accept all these different retreats and author events and readings and workshops and things like that in other countries, so he can get out of the U.S. He's in California, so he can get out of California and not be around for the wedding stuff and not have to be a part of that. Sorry if you can hear the train, there's train tracks. But so he's getting out of town and getting into all kinds of mishaps. I'll say like one funny part is that he took German, the German language, in like high school or something, and thinks he's really good at German, and no one's been bothered to tell him that his German is horrible. So one of the places he goes is Germany, and he has to give a class in Germany in German, and his German is not good. So it's pretty funny, all the ways in which his bad German gets him into trouble in Germany. So that one's fun. And so that's all I'm reading right now. And so since I'm only reading one, I'm going to give a recommendation for a book that I read quite a while back. But you know, when I'm going to film these videos and I'm like, okay, I want to give a recommendation for something I read, if it's been a while, you know, I'm kind of just combing through my bookshelves, like what would my viewers possibly like or be interested in. And sometimes I'm just like, I remember loving that book, and I can't always tell you if I remember all the reasons why. But this one stood out to me as, yeah, I want to recommend this one. So this is A Place for Us by Fatima Farine Mirza. And this book, I had to reread the synopsis to kind of remember, but it's about a family in India who immigrates to the United States. And it's one of those family drama kind of books. The husband and wife have 3 daughters. The daughters are all very different, and their journeys growing up and growing into young women in America are all very different. And it's just kind of, you know, one of those family stories about the relationships we have with our family, the relationships we form with others, the journeys that each one of us go on. I can say A Place for Us is a book for our times, an astonishingly tender-hearted novel of identity and belonging, and a resonant portrait of what it means to be an American family today. And I think this might have been her debut book. So I can't remember when I read this. It's been, I would say, at least five years or so. I can look at the published date probably, but I'm sure you don't want to like watch me look down. But 2018. So yeah, almost 5 years ago. So I just remember this being very beautifully written. I remember really enjoying the characters and their stories. Poignant, I think, is the word that comes to me when I think of this book. You can see that I have some tabs here of passages and parts that I really enjoyed. I might need to reread this one. Like, as I'm recommending books to you all, I'm like, maybe I just need to have like 2023 be like a year of rereading. And let me know if you do things like that, if you read, if you have goals for the year. I have goals for the number of books I want to read. Not going to hit that this year. I think I'm at like 20 and I wanted to read 35, but cross stitch. It's hard to have time for all of the hobbies and work and life. I think in previous years, I've so focused on I want to read a certain number of books that I haven't been rereading because I want to read a certain number of new books. And I think as I get into cross stitch and I have other hobbies and I'm being maybe more intentional about what I read, I think I might do more rereads next year. So maybe A Place for Us will be one of those rereads. And isn't this pretty? It's a really pretty cover. So I recommend that one. So if you stayed on for this long, I really appreciate you being here. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you're stitching. Let me know what's going on with you. Ask me any questions you'd like. I'd love to answer. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending what time you're watching this. And I hope you keep on stitching and keep on reading. Bye, everyone.